Gary Neville feels Jesse Ling does not have a God-given right to a send-off at Manchester United, stressing the point that legendary players like Bryan Robson did not get an Old Trafford farewell. Speaking on the Gary Neville podcast, the former United defender talks about the nonsense surrounding the furore regarding Lingard not playing in his final game at Old Trafford, and his thoughts on the United fans chanting "You're not fit to wear the shirt" at the players during the 4-0 weekend defeat at. Read on for the former Manchester United defender's verdict or listen to the podcast below. Download the Gary Neville podcast on Apple, Spotify. Why should Lingard get a send-off when Bryan Robson didn't? Neville said, "There was a lot of nonsense spoken about Lingard. He's been at the club a long time and done a good job. But I've seen Bryan Robson and Steve Bruce not play in their last games for the club and not get a send-off in cup finals. They were both great captains, and one of them probably is the greatest captain Manchester United have ever had. They didn't get the send-off they wanted, so I am not sure why Lingard deserved it." Rangnick. Man Utd humiliated Bruno. "We're not fit to wear the shirt." Souness. What genius gave Rangnick the job? Dublin. Ronaldo smiles summed it up. "I was thrown away in West Brom in a toilet. Sometimes it just doesn't work out, Jesse. To feel like you've a God-given right to get some minutes on the pitch based on how they played. Not one of them, other than David De Gea and Cristiano Ronaldo, can complain about what will happen to them this summer." Nev reacts to the "You're not fit to wear the shirt" chants. Neville said, "It's been a shocking few months. I can't wait for the season to end and to stop talking about them. I was delighted not to be on the Brighton game before it, during it and after it. I can't watch them because it doesn't represent anything that a football club should be, let alone Manchester United. The players are only damaging themselves to a point where the fans won't forget. They were singing 'You're not fit to wear the shirt.' I have never, ever, heard United fans resort to that chant. That's a chant you would hear at QPR a few years ago or Sunderland when the fans were walking out. I have never known a United fanbase turn on a team like this one. It's now really clear the players have thrown the towel in. They really have. It's been a disgrace for a couple of months. It's embarrassing. Ten Hag has got a massive job to do." Souness. Which geniuses at Man Utd hired Rangnick? Sky Sports pundit Graham Souness admits he has been left baffled by Manchester United's decision to hire Ralph Rangnick and says it is yet another ridiculously poor choice from the club's hierarchy. "I think as a football person, looking at that Man Utd team, the guy that's in charge of them now, they don't listen to him," Souness told Sky Sports after Saturday's 4-0 thrashing by Brighton. "When I see someone speak in management, I always imagine me as a 22-year-old or 23-year-old in the dressing room and that guy speaking to me. He ain't going to get me at it. Fergie would get me at it, he would not get me at it. And I think those Man Utd players have stopped listening, a long time ago. Man Utd have had 10 years since Fergie packed in of ridiculously poor football decisions. What geniuses at Man Utd sat down and thought, we're going to get rid of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and there's a guy who is an advisor, a consultant at Lokomotiv Moscow. I've been told he's the man. There is nothing about his CV that would warrant him getting a job at Man Utd. If you go back to the players they've signed, the players they've kept in, given their contracts, to this latest guy who has come in as a coach or manager, whatever you want to call him, I just don't know where they are getting their football decisions from. They've consistently got them wrong, and that's why they're in the mire.